Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Jamie and today I'm going to give you a full walk around video on this 2019 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross Exceed. We'll start off at the front of the vehicle, work our way all the way around, and we'll show you all the main features on the vehicle itself. Starting off at the front, as you can see, you do have Mitsubishi's what they like to call the dynamic shield. Really nice look, and most of the newer Mitsubishis are starting to go this way, but the Eclipse Cross has really set the benchmark for how it should look. You also do have color-coded exterior parking sensors. There are 4 of them. You also do actually have a front-facing camera in the front of the car as well, which you can't actually see unless you look underneath. You also get those really beautiful headlights with the actual daytime running light that goes around the actual headlight itself, and then you have your fog lights and your indicators just fitted down below. So as you can see, the front of the vehicle, not only does it look fantastic, but really gives an aggressive look and a nice stylish look on the front of the car and when you're driving on the road. Taking a look at our first alloy wheel, as you can see, you do get the piano black finish and the polished alloy finish as well. Again, a really nice design by Mitsubishi there, and I think they've just nailed that design and the function of it as well. Now you also do get color-coded exterior mirrors and door handles. The mirrors themselves actually have the indicator integrated into the mirror, and you do also get that plastic down below, and there is also a camera fitted underneath that side mirror as well, which we'll show you once we get inside the vehicle itself. There are 2 sunroofs on this model, being the Exceed, which I will again show you once we get inside the actual vehicle itself. You do actually have the keyless entry on the vehicle, so clicking this button here, every time you do that, the car will actually lock, and then you will see that the mirrors fold in every time the car is locked. Pressing the button again, that will just unlock the car and do the opposite thing. We'll just take a look at the driver's compartment real quickly. Now, the good thing with the Eclipse Cross that I love the best is the actual materials that Mitsubishi has gone with and used for the car itself. Nice leather seats with really good bolsters on it. You do get the electric seat being the top of the range as well. On the door, you get the carbon fiber look on the actual where the window controls are, and again you get the leather with the orange stitching, and again just how soft it actually is and nice the driver's compartment actually looks. Actually styled off a Lexus, if you didn't know that as well. Keep working our way down, you will notice it does have privacy glass. It's not actually tint, it is just a dyed glass. Doesn't actually offer UV protection as well as window tint does, so highly recommend that you do talk to us about that. Keep working our way around, you'll notice you get the black plastic all the way, or the black trim I should say, that all goes around all the wheels all the way across the car. Really ties in with that grey colour as well and looks fantastic. 4 color-coded reverse parking sensors as well. You do also get the factory reverse camera, which again I'll show you once we're in the car. You get this really nice brake light that goes across the whole windscreen, and you get that twin glass as well. Pretty controversial with a lot of people, but what they actually don't realize is, because the reason why they don't like it is because they say you can't see as good out of it. But what you don't realize, if you actually angle your vision mirror, because the angle of the window actually goes down, you do actually get better coverage when you're reversing the car. There is also the windscreen wiper that is tucked in underneath the little roof spoiler, and they do that to prevent the actual reverse or the rear windscreen wiper getting broken. We'll take a look in the back of the car real quickly. As you can see, there is a good amount of storage. Even though it is a smaller size SUV, you do actually get the cargo blind as well. And then taking a look underneath, there is a space saver spare wheel that's obviously never been used with your jack and tools as well. Now we'll close up the boot. We'll keep working our way down the passenger side of the vehicle. Fuel door is on the passenger side. You will have to open that once you're actually inside the car. Again, you have the really nice streamlined design that the Mitsubishi's gone with here, just the really aggressive angles. As you can see, they've put these really nice grooves in the actual panels on the car, and again, it just makes the car not only look good but perform good as well, so I'm sure it helps the aerodynamics with the vehicle as well. We'll keep working our way back to the front of the vehicle now, where again, we'll finish off and show you just the overall look of the car and how well this car does present. Mitsubishi's actually nailed the design of the Eclipse Cross on the head. Taking a look underneath the bonnet now, so what we have here is a 1.5 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine. This engine produces 110 kilowatts and also 250 newton meters of torque. You do get an 8-speed automatic gearbox in this vehicle. It is a CVT. The thing you'll notice about driving this car is how effortless it actually is to drive the vehicle. Kind of feels like it's driving itself. Now, the fuel consumption on this car is around 7.7 litres to the 100 Ks. You can fill this car up on 91 or above. You also do get a 60 litre capacity fuel tank. But as I mentioned, the fuel consumption is the real attractive thing. So out of that 60-litre tank, you're going to get around an average of 779 kilometers from that full tank of fuel. Alright guys, now taking a look inside the interior of the Eclipse Cross. Now I just want you to remember how well the actual inside is designed, and also the amount of features you get as well, remembering it is styled off a Lexus. Taking a look on the driver's side door, you do have all your mirror controls on the actual little armrest here itself. Do have also the button to fold in the mirrors, so if you are parking in a tight space or on the side of the road, you can actually fold them in. You have all your power window controls, they're also all automatic, and that's up and down. You also have all your central locking and a button to lock the windows as well. Now behind the steering wheel is where it starts to get a bit interesting. You have your front end mitigation warning, so going over 65 kilometers an hour and someone suddenly hits the brake, the car will actually start slowing down for you. Under 65, it's just going to give you a warning. Your lane departure warning, getting too close to the white line, it'll beep at you telling you to move back over, but won't actually adjust the steering wheel like some cars do, which is actually a good feature, I believe. Your traction control button, you also have your heads up display, so just here you won't be actually able to see this because pretty much only the driver can. You actually have your speedometer on the actual window itself, so you can actually adjust the heads up display up or down to get it in the perfect line of sight. On your right hand stalk, you have your indicators, your headlights, and also your fog lights. The fog lights themselves are actually automatic. You also do have automatic high beam, so leaving your high beams on, if it does detect any light coming in the opposite direction, it'll automatically dim them itself as well. On the left hand stalk is where you have your front and rear windscreen wipers, and they're also rain sensing and dust sensing wipers as well. On the steering wheel itself, really nice leather wrap steering wheel. On the right hand side is where you have all your cruise control settings. Now this car does actually have adaptive cruise control, so it will actually lock onto the car in front of you. It'll pretty much do the identical speed that they're doing. If they slow down, you'll slow down. If they speed up, you speed up, but it will not exceed the speed limit you have set. On the left hand side is where you have your media controls, your Bluetooth controls down the bottom, and then your camera, which I will show you a little bit later. There are also paddle shifts on the back of the steering wheel, so as I mentioned before, it is an 8-speed automatic, so if you did want to feel like you're driving a manual, or if for any reason you need to overtake and drop a gear, you can actually do that with those paddles on the back of the steering wheel as well. It is a proximity key, so you do have the push button start, which I will show you there. So just having your foot on the brake and pressing the start button will turn on the vehicle, and the same thing to turn it off. Moving into the main entertainment system now, as you can see, really nice design that Mitsubishi's gone with. They've styled the inside of this car pretty much perfect. As you can see, there is a nice touchscreen display. It also has AM/FM radio, digital radio as well. Has a Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and I'll show you the really nice reverse camera it does come with. So it comes with a full 360-degree camera, so you can actually see from all four angles, both sides, the front and back, and you can actually change the view to the left-hand wheel that always tends to get scratched as well. Also has USB and AUX as well. Now moving down is into the climate control. Does have dual zone climate control, so the passenger and the driver can have two different temperatures, and there are all your hard buttons just down there to control that as well. There is an eco mode. We'll let you know you will save fuel in the eco mode, but it does cut out a lot of power, so if you ever feel like the car is driving a bit slow, you most likely have the economic mode on. There are two USBs, and you also have a 12-volt socket here as well, and there is just a little bit of storage down here too, probably somewhere where you could put your phone and charge as well. As I mentioned before, your 8-speed automatic gearbox, you can drive it as a normal automatic, or you can chuck it across to what they call the sport shift, and then you can actually shift through the gears manually. There are heated seats for the passenger and the driver. You also have this nice touchpad that Mitsubishi's done a really great job of integrating it with the main entertainment system. So as you can see now, you just use it like you would like with a Mac or something like that. 2 fingers to turn up the volume, and then 2 fingers down to turn it off, or turn it down I should say. You can do 2 fingers across to switch through multiple pages. Really good feature that Mitsubishi's added there as well. To have your electronic handbrake, so pulling it up will turn it on, and that's why you'll see it lit up. Turning it, pushing it down will turn it off. You also have the auto hold button. 2 cup holders that are spring loaded, so you can fit a bigger or smaller cup in there. And as you can see, finished in the lovely piano black finish as well. Do get a really nice leather wrapped armrest with the orange stitching in there as well. Inside the actual armrest itself, you get this little tray that can actually slide back or forwards, and then as you can see, a really good amount of storage in the actual center console itself. We'll just pan up to the roof quickly, because as you can see, it does actually come with 2 sunroofs, not just one. So you have the one right here and the one behind us, and you actually have the control to open the sunroof, just the blind in the back. So the back one is just a roof, where the front one actually opens, which I'll demonstrate right now. What I do now is just get the camera person to quickly pan around and show you the back seats in the back of the car, what it looks like. There is also a 12-volt socket down here as well. Once we're done doing that, we'll jump outside the car and we'll wrap up the video. Guys, hopefully that's given you a really good rundown on the features of the Eclipse Cross and just showing you the overall car itself as well. Now, if you would like to book a test drive on this car, the number to call is 99070555. But a couple things before I go. This car will qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan. So that is going to give you an additional 5 years, up to 200,000 kilometers of mechanical and electrical protection on top of the manufacturer's warranty. It's also going to give you unlimited claims up to $3,600 per claim. The other thing I'd like to talk to you about, as I mentioned, number one being the window tint, number two being the glass coat we offer here, is going to give you an additional, it is going to give you a lifetime warranty on the paintwork of the vehicle, but I highly recommend that you package it with the lifestyle pack, because you'll get a full warranty, lifetime warranty on not only the interior, but you get it on the exterior and the windows as well. Really great value, and hopefully you do talk to us about that when you come into Berwick Mitsubishi. Last thing before I go, with a 4.8 star rating on Google with over 990 reviews from Australia-wide customers, hopefully that gives you the peace of mind that you're not just buying another Mitsubishi from a Mitsubishi, but you're buying from the right quality people and buying the right car as well. Again, number to call 99070555. My name's Jamie, and thank you for watching.